I published 2 books at the age of 16. क्यों, कैसे, सब कुछ in this video. So make sure to stay till the very end. I'll be sharing my story, then resources I used, and third, my learnings. So make sure to watch this video till the very end. Okay, now talking with my story. Why did I write my 2 books? So my first book is The Days of No Worries, and I wrote it in my 9th grade. This book I wrote it during lockdown. During lockdown, मेरे को books read करने का शौक चढ़ा. I started reading books. I started loving books actually. And धीरे धीरे I got curious कि हाँ मुझे भी book लिखनी है. These authors make tons of money every month in form of royalty. I also want to make money. And then I started learning about book writing and all that stuff. I was just curious, and that point of time, lockdown चल रहा था. I was missing my school, and I was writing poetry about my school days, school life, and all that stuff. And then I thought कि why not publish those poetries in the form of book. This book took me a lot of time as it was my first one. I had to know about resources, editing, सब कुछ, and I was quite younger too, like 9th standard में. So it took me a little more time, and designing मैंने बाहर से करवाई and ये सब कुछ. But this I wrote out of curiosity, and this book has sold like 7 copies till the date, and उसमें से 3-4 तो मैंने घर पे ही मंगवाई है seriously. But I am okay. I am proud that I wrote a book at 16, and I can in 9th standard means I was at 14. I'm proud, my family members are proud, and that's it about writing my first book. Like, I wrote it out of curiosity. Okay, number 2, my second book is Broke to Freelancer. Then I wanted to write a non-fiction book, but non-fiction book के pointers list करना and सब कुछ वो मेरे से नहीं हो पाया था. That's why I shifted to a poetry book. But now I wanted to write a non-fiction book, educational book, and this is the one. I wrote it with Shruti Rajput. She is literally a gem, and we covered every topic from like how to decide a skill, learning a skill, and how to actually get clients and to make like 1 lakh per month from freelancing. She covered the Fiverr part, and I covered the LinkedIn part. Okay, now story, how this started. We met for a podcast, then we later connected for LinkedIn, where I taught her about how to like grow on LinkedIn and all that stuff, because I was like little older on LinkedIn, and I knew some strategies, and I was doing freelancing, LinkedIn ghostwriting I was doing, and she was new to LinkedIn. After podcast, we connected for LinkedIn wala session. Our friendship grew, and then I asked her, why not write a book? You cover the Fiverr wala part, and I'll cover the LinkedIn wala part, and she agreed, and this is the outcome of that. This book is literally so close to my heart, and this is doing literally well. People are liking it, word of mouth, marketing, and all that stuff. This has been crazy. Okay, this was my story. Like, that was out of curiosity, and that was out of idea. I wanted to try something new with someone else. Like, I wanted to make some business out of it. And after this book, our friendship also grew so much. Like, we are doing so much together now also. All thanks to this book. Okay, now covering my resources, like resources I used. Okay, so both of my books are self-published. I published it using Notion Press. You can also publish it, and you don't have to pay also like so much amount. अगर Notion Press पे list करनी है, it's absolutely free. If you want to promote it internationally, then you have to pay some amount. Okay, we paid for like both of them, and they both are available on Amazon, Flipkart, International, ebook, and all that stuff. Okay, we published it using Notion Press, that is self-publishing platform. You can publish it using various like options. There are many, like traditional publishing, print on demand. This is print on demand, and self-publishing. There is difference between print on demand and self-publishing. And number 4 is traditional publishing. I'll be making a separate video on this also, so make sure to watch that video too. That was how I published, revealing that main thing. Most of the people ask me about that. Number 2, I wrote both of them on, like, one was on Microsoft and other was on Google Docs. And for editing, I used Grammarly, as well as I consulted my friends to take a read, proofread, because you can't read your book again and again. आप बोर हो जाते हो सच में. So I asked my friends, my relatives to read that. And however, you can have professional editors too. Professional editors भी होते हैं. And book के covers, for this one I got it designed, and this one Shruti is a graphic designer, so of course Shruti designed it, and it's so beautiful. Okay, now coming to learnings. Learning number 1, in terms of books, marketing is less than word of mouth. Harry Potter, itni अच्छी book, has spread only just because of word of mouth, that people are liking it and they are telling to other people and they are purchasing it. Itni मर्जी marketing कर लो, you would be able to crack sales, I'm not saying, but word of mouth matters the most in terms of selling your book. Number 2, out of my story, like, do everything you want to do just out of curiosity. Your first wouldn't be successful, चाहे कोई मर्जी चीज़ में हो. Those are exceptional people जिनका पहला स्टार्टअप, पहली बुक बेस्ट सेलर बन जाती है, नहीं बनती है. just start out of curiosity. To make your 100th one successful, now you have to start with your first one, and first one will be a failure, like 90%. I'll not say 100%, 90%, okay? And talking about other learnings, I have written them. Yes, I have written them. Okay, for books, you have to go to networking events, to launch events, to market your books. Like घर पे बैठे बैठे marketing नहीं होती है, कितनी मर्जी ads चला दो या नहीं. You have to go to networking events, launch events, कि जिसमें you can market your book, okay? You can promote your book. Book ऐसे नहीं होती. Even we didn't did that क्योंकि we both from different corners and studies वगैरह सब कुछ clash हो रहा था. So we didn't did that. But yes, those are necessary. And third thing, nowadays podcasts and audiobooks are booming so much more than books, okay? So this is a drawback, and I as a book reader also can't accept that. Even as an author can't accept that. But yes, this is true. Try to convert your book into audiobook also. We are working on that. Try to convert that into audiobook, make podcasts around that, and market it so well, okay? So this was about my journey of writing a book and publishing 2 books by the age of 16, and like I'm so happy. I don't know about money it is making. इतना पैसा भी नहीं मिलता है. लाइक अगर आप सेल्फ पब्लिशिंग से जा रहे हो, प्रिंट ऑन डिमांड से जा रहे हो, देयर आर बिग पीपल जिनके मार्केटिंग हब्स होती हैं जो मार्केट कर सकते हैं अपने आप को. दे मेक lakhs फ्रॉम बुक्स, बट इतनी भी पैसा नहीं है. And yes, this is about my story of writing 2 books by the age of 16, resources I used, learnings. I'll be coming up with separate videos on in detail about how to write and publish your book and different ways of publishing your book. So make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for that. This is Sameeksha signing off.